Released on April 25, 2025, Until Dawn promised a thrilling horror experience inspired by the acclaimed video game. Directed by David F. Sandberg, the movie boasts a talented cast including Ella Rubin as Clover, Michael Cimino as Max, and Odessa Azion as Nina. Ji Young-yu joins them as Megan, the group's resident psychic, while Belmont Camille portrays the brooding Abe. Rounding out the group is Maya Mitchell as Melanie, Clover's missing sister. Their journey takes them to the eerie Glore Valley, a far cry from the game's Blackwood Mountain. The group's first encounter with the unsettling Dr. Alan J. Hill, played by the always imposing Peter Stormare, sets the tone for their terrifying ordeal. Seeking answers about Melanie's disappearance a year prior, they stumble upon a dilapidated house. Time within its walls seems to stand still, shrouded in an unsettling stillness. Their investigation unleashes a terrifying entity, a deformed, grotesque clown that relentlessly stalks them through the house. They soon discover they are trapped in a time loop, each cycle ending in their gruesome deaths as an hourglass runs out. The architect of their torment is none other than Dr. Hill, whose twisted experiments transform his victims into monstrous wendigos. The hourglass becomes a ticking time bomb, each grain of sand representing their dwindling hope. The movie hinges on the belief that surviving until dawn will shatter the loop and free them from their torment. But with each reset, the body count rises and their sanity dwindles. While Until Dawn borrows its name and some superficial elements from the game, it deviates significantly from the source material. The time loop mechanic replaces the game's branching narrative and permanent death system, stripping away the player agency that made the game so compelling. Dr. Hill, a relatively minor character in the game, takes center stage as the primary antagonist, his motivations and backstory drastically altered. Despite these stark differences, the movie attempts to appease fans with a smattering of Easter eggs. A patient profile briefly mentions Josh Washington, a pivotal character from the game. Eagle-eyed viewers might catch glimpses of familiar elements like Wendigo audio files, a hold-your-breath sequence, and a red-lit don't-move shot. These fleeting nods to the source material, however, feel more like afterthoughts, failing to capture the spirit of the game. Until Dawn ultimately falls short of expectations, failing to capture the magic that made the game a cult classic. Critics and audiences alike have criticized the film for its generic horror tropes, relying heavily on jump scares and excessive gore rather than genuine suspense and atmosphere. The time loop, while an interesting concept, becomes repetitive and predictable, lacking the stylistic variation needed to keep viewers engaged. Perhaps the most significant criticism leveled at the film is its failure to develop its characters. The characters, while well acted, lack depth and complexity, reduced to archetypal horror movie victims. Their relationships feel underdeveloped, failing to evoke the emotional investment that made the game's characters so memorable. Until Dawn serves as a cautionary tale of a video game adaptation gone astray, a missed opportunity to translate a beloved property to the big screen.